Hey everyone! Welcome back! I am back today with more JoJo's Bizarre Adventure, you guys. Last time was pretty freaking bizarre, you guys, and my head is still kind of just like reeling from all of it. I'm really actually, honestly, at this point in time, I'm like not sure how to feel about all of it. Like I'm literally 2 minutes after I finished my last reaction and it really just hasn't had any time to breathe. So like what you're getting is literally just like my kind of raw thoughts about everything. But yeah, I will briefly get into it because there are a couple things I want to say about the ending, the part as a whole, and so forth before we get started on this next one. This last episode of part 5 of JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. So before I do all that, I do just want to say if you're joining me early today, you know just what that means. It means you are one of my awesome patrons. Thank you so very much. And as always, I'm sending up those big old hugs right through that screen. And if not, still thank you for joining me today. I'm glad you're here. I do hope you'll consider supporting me that way. The link to my Patreon is going to be in that description down below. And if you're joining me on those YouTubes, I really hope you'll hit like and subscribe for me. That helps me and my channel a whole lot. So thank you in advance for that. Yeah, guys, I'm still like reeling from that ending. I want to take a minute to point out the positives and some of the things that I'm already seeing with this ending. First off, I think if I'm interpreting it correctly, and he was actually sent into an endless loop of trying to predict what was going to happen next. I mean, there is something really, like, amazingly ironic about that, because his need to control, his need to constantly know what was going to happen next, literally became his undoing. Literally became his death trap. From the way that not that he's like really dead, but that's kind of the way that they were talking about it. Like he'll never know which death was the real one, and he's just kind of like eternally. I mean, you guys kind of like Cars, you know. But I don't know. I think this is maybe even worse than Cars. I don't know. You think this is worse than Cars? I would love to know your opinion. I would love to know your opinion on whether or not this is worse than Cars. I mean, really, when you think about it, we even in part 4 had some people who were like eternally, well, maybe not eternally, but they were trapped, like the Angelo Rock. Oh my God, what if the Rock is a chunk of the Angelo Rock? No, no. I'm sorry, guys. I'm feeling a little loopy from that last one. I'll tell you what. I'm sorry, I just realized that I had to make the Rock joke. I'm sorry. Anyway, you know, I mean, we had that, like, the guy who got trapped in the book and everything, like, but this definitely a little bit darker, what with the extreme gore and just feeling all of it, you know? Just, like, feeling all of it. If it was, like, more like King Crimson's actual predictions, where he was just constantly, like, looking and didn't know which one was going to be the right one, I'd be like, that's eternal torment, but like of the psychological kind. What we have here is kind of like psychological eternal torment and physical eternal torment, because that's some dark stuff, you guys. It is some dark. I mean, here's the thing. We know from the start with Giorno, like one of the things that I have been really I've been very attached to this idea from the start, is that Giorno is kind of like a dichotomy in his nature, because we know, like, he's a Joestar, he's a descendant of the Joestars and everything, but like he's also Dio, and he kind of like, he has both. He's shown examples of both throughout the series. But I mean, if that's like literally the last thing he's gonna do, which I'm pretty sure that's where I don't think we're gonna cover any more of it. I hope I'm wrong. Maybe like the last scene will be like, okay, flashback over. It's, you know, it's the day after. So is Giorno gonna become the new boss, or is he just like, they have to do some follow up, because they have to tell us if he's gonna be the new boss, right? They would have to do that. Maybe the story is going to tie in here somehow, because the story we're watching right now takes place before Bruno goes to confront Giorno about the Leaky Eye Luca thing. Hey, we brought back Leaky Eye Luca for a little bit, or at least a mention of him. That it's nice to see the crew together again too. It really is. It's just like it's a very jarring way to you know what I mean? Like I knew that we were going to get like some chapters that didn't make it into like throughout the series, because you guys had let me know in the comments, and honestly I'm glad you did, because I would have been sitting here like probably coming up with all kinds of really, really dumb theories. Like, is this one of the things that Diablo's seeing in his endless cycle? Like, did we jump back in time? Oh my God, I could totally see myself having the theory that Gold experienced Requiem reverse time, not only for Diablo, but like reversed it in general. And now we were just like back in the beginning of the story. Oh man. For all I know, guys, that is what happened. I clearly don't know anything anymore, because I'm just still kind of sitting here like, huh? But I will tell you, as much as I'm kind of like not really sure, like, I'll tell you this. I think that is a very, I love the concept. I love the concept. It's dark as heck, but I love the concept that that's how he was taken down. There is an irony to it. And kind of, if we're going with more of the religious symbolism, I mean, it's almost sort of like he's in his own personal hell, and his name is Diablo, so there's a lot of great stuff there, you guys. If I could change one thing about it, I think it would have been a little bit more of a beefy, I don't know, it would have taken long, I don't know if taken longer is what I mean to say, or like, I don't know. But I think it would not have been like a 5 to 10 minute thing. You know what I mean? If I could change anything about it. I actually kind of love the concept. It is not at all what I had on my radar. Like, on my radar, I was like, oh, he's just gonna like beat the heck out of him. Like, he's just gonna do like the final, and he did the final Muda, and done. Which I guess also wouldn't have taken a long time, if I'm being honest. This was definitely, like, I think even better than that, because it does add, like, another layer of, like, whoa, he's like in hell, basically. And I love the irony that it's sort of I don't know if it's supposed to be his actual, like, ability to predict the future, but that's kind of what it feels like to me. It feels like that is being done to him infinitely, and he can actually, like, feel it. But it was so fast. It was just so fast. And then we're back in the story from the beginning, and I'm like, what? Huh? But I will take a story from the beginning too. I'll take anything I could get, to be honest. Like, I love this crew, and I'm not anxious to say goodbye to them just yet. Even though I'm super excited about part 6. But yeah, guys, so I think that's pretty much all I had to say. I'm sure there's, like, a lot of, like, hidden meaning and symbolism to his death that, like, I didn't even really pick up on yet, because I haven't really, like I said, had time to let it breathe. But yeah, that's kind of my thoughts and feelings on it. I will tell you really briefly that in terms of, like, my thoughts and feelings on the whole part, I love this part. I think this part, maybe I could say, I guess I could save this for the outro. I guess I really don't have to say this now. But I will just say really quickly, and then maybe I'll get into it more after. I think this really, on paper, this combined all the best elements of the whole series. Like, the art looked fantastic. Like, the design and everything. The characters, we've always had really great characters in JoJo, obviously, but, like, the way that they were fleshed out in this one was so fantastic, and just really, I think, the best of any character development we've had. Especially for, like, a bigger cast, you know? Like, yeah, like, you know, in part 2, I feel like they were we got to know everyone pretty well, but it wasn't as big of a crew, you know. Like the stands got more clever. I feel like this was a very psychological driven part. This was all about like the cerebral, like even the stand names were all very, very, very appropriate to kind of the personal character of the characters that they were assigned to, you know? So I really honestly, and I knew this like before, like I could tell as of, I don't know how many episodes into the series, like I really, really love this one. I don't know where I'd rank it just yet, because like I said, I'm still digesting that ending. And there's actually more that I'll tell you afterwards about what we're kind of going to do next. But for now, I'll leave you at that because this is getting to be a long intro. Maybe I'll just, I'll just go ahead and tell you my thoughts on the series after. But without further ado, what do you say we go ahead and we jump right in to the last episode of part 5 of JoJo's Bizarre Adventure? Let's do this. Oh, we are going to get the theme. I thought maybe we wouldn't get it. You know what would have been really funny is if they had, hang on, I want to do it one more time. I love this song so much. I listen to this on a daily basis. Honest to God, I do. Since we went back in the story that we're telling, like we're back to the beginning. If they had just put like fighting gold as the theme. All right, this is probably going to be the one that we saw last time, right? With Giorno, because that's where we left things. Giorno, I'll pay a little bit more attention to it now that I know like what actually happened, to see like if there's a lot of hints of it in the... I'm sure there's all kinds of... Remember Stardust Crusaders, that theme? There was like actual like spoilers as to how they all die. Okay. It's not at this part, it's the blood dripping part. I'm gonna pay close attention. Here we go. I wonder if they'll change it again. Nope, this is... All that remains is the end is actually pretty true for him. And now, oh, there it is. There's the infinite. And it's undoing. And now that, the Dio pod, that's just... And he's got the arrow. And this is exactly how it happened. Yup. And there's Requiem. Oh, man. So, I mean, all that remains is the end where you will perish. That's actually exactly what happened to him, isn't it? Oh! I didn't even realize that... Oh, wow, that went right over my head. I didn't even realize that it was shaped like Bruno in the last one. My bad. We know he's gonna be alright, but... Yeah, that definitely changes things a little bit. So he turned him into a rock. That's... Oh, don't tell me this has like nothing to do with him. Oh. Okay. I don't think so, actually. I think he got it from an arrow. They never really said. Did we just give him some info we shouldn't have? It's following him. Oh, yeah, he means business. So he made a sculpture of Bruno. I can't tell what's true and what's not, honestly. Oh. Oh, it's gone. Oh, it's an actual, that's why it's, oh, it's an actual prediction. Prophecy. Wait. You know it's not actually called Prophecy Stones, right? Hang on, I want to see that again. Rolling Stones. Okay, I was going to say, if it's something with stones, it's got to be Rolling Stones. So, did she see her prediction of her death, and she freaked out and fell out the window? Is that what happened? Oh. I see. So he isn't, this isn't really it's not really like a murder thing. It's like it's a prediction thing. Oh. Huh? Huh? Oh, so he really can just predict. Oh. Oh, that's what happened. And that's why she jumped. Whoa, that is not at all how this looked on the surface, but there you go. Wow. So if you know how you're gonna die, you can sort of like make sure that you die not in pain. In other words. Huh? Oh my god. Oh, the rock is not carved to death. He can knock you out though. He can knock you out. Oh man, that's a pretty wild stand actually, I gotta say. I feel like this is where having someone who could be like, no, it's actually like this would come in handy. Oh, Oh, he's okay. There he is. I mean, we know he's gonna be. we know what's gonna happen to him here, but still, bad luck. So it sculpts your death. It predicts your death. Wow, that does kind of have to do with what we were just doing then with Diablo. Go find him. Is there a way to stop the rock? I mean, it's just gonna keep predicting no matter what. He said, yeah, he's smart. He's just like, yeah, it just takes a couple more minutes. That's all. You should just go with the rock. Then, I mean, wouldn't destroying the rock kill the guy? Because it's a stand, right? Oh. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Don't touch. We should not be touching. Yeah, little baby pistols. Oh. Yes, good job. Good job. Oh, that's the, oh. So he had actually seen how he was gonna die? That's really dark. I think maybe that is what's going on. Yeah, he'll put it together real fast. Oh, it's coming back up. It's coming back up. Oh, don't go after it. Don't touch it.
下へ逃げるんだブチャラティ。ミスター、あんたがその石に触ってはダメだ。指一本でも触れたら死ぬぞ。どういうことだ。とにかく。
Yeah, we don't really have time. We just oh, if it can just like phase through things, then oh, oh no. Oh, good idea. Zip on out. Zip on out. Yeah, great idea. It's trying to oh man, the fact that he actually had seen it. Whoa. Ah! Ah! No. No, 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 no. No, 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 no. Well, we know that that's not how he dies, so... Oh, ow! We just need to change his shape. He's right, though. We don't even need to destroy it. We just... Ow, oh, my God. He just... Oh. So, he was dealing with that injury? Wow. Oh, my Lord. So, he's gonna live. Ah! This is Fugo. Oh, Fugo. Oh, he can just zip on down. That's so handy. Let's chat about it. Let's chat about it. Oh, meanwhile, Fugo's just like falling out of the car. Not, yeah, he kind of sort of wasn't really in control of the stand. Yeah, he still followed through on that. Oh, Fugo's not okay, you guys. Neither of them's okay, really. The thing is, yes and no. It's just that this really isn't. Everything's good. Everything is good. I mean, there is an actual story he could explain, but it's just gonna be hard to put it into words. Oh. This is kind of sad knowing where all of this goes, you know? Oh no! Oh, it predicted the other two! No! We're all just slaves to fate. Yeah. Are they all that loyal to each other? Wow. That's true. Did that kind of look like soul glitter to anybody else? Sleeping slaves who will find some meaning once they awaken. Wow. Oh my God. Oh, we're back! And we're back! Oh my God! Did he just see that whole story? Or, I don't know. Guys? What? Menacing, please don't be the Rock. Please don't be the Rock. Oh my God, it's the Rock. Oh my God. That was why we had to tell that story. Oh man. Huh? Oh, you're kidding. What's going on? Huh? What? It's...
ここからコロッセオまでだって何日かかるかはわからない。
He's still there! Yes! How?
肉体はすでに死ん
His
だ。
body is dead.
だが魂が吸い出された瞬間、この
Oh!
亀のスタンドにしがみつくことができた。鍵から外には出れないが、幽霊としてしばらく住まわせてもらうこと。
He's gonna live in the key as a ghost. A ghost key turtle Polnareff. Why the fudge not? Why the fudge not, you guys?
チャラティの傷を治しに行くんだ。チャラティ。 彼の魂は
hate to break it to you, but they know. Are we gonna tell them? Are we gonna? He just sniffed.
おめえの言う通りだと思っ
Oh,
た。やっぱり変な匂いかも。
Will.
これが俺の匂いかよ。
I mean,
吸い付けようかな。
そう
and we're just gonna sniff each other. We're gonna sniff each other. We're used to it. We're used to it. Oh, it's kind of nice. It's sort of a nice musk. These two are cute. Oh,
どうする？そいつを。
good question.
たちから受け継いだものは、さらに
Music.
進めなくてはならない。
Oh my god.
この矢は破壊しない。
Okay. All right.
矢は亀の中に。
Keep it inside the turtle. That's a great idea.
それでいい、ジョル。
He'll keep it safe. Oh my god.
それが生き残ったものの。
Wow. We just keep on protecting. Oh, and there's that golden wind just blowing through. You can see the sparkles. That's our friends. I believe it. Oh, is it raining or snow? It's snowing. Oh, it's snowing. And they're definitely making it snow. They're angels up in heaven making it snow. That was a good ending. That was it. I gotta admit, I was a little taken aback last episode by like how we wrapped it up, and I'm like, I guess it's just it now. Okay, that turtle needs to be up with the heroes. Can I just get someone to agree with me that that turtle does not belong to? I know the turtle started out as like we were on a mission from the boss. That turtle has been such a real one. Can we just agree? I want to see if there's going to be any. There's like never. God, I don't even remember the last time we got an after credits, but you guys, I gotta tell you, the rock story was really good. It turned out to be better than I thought it would be. I was kind of like, and it came back around. It wasn't just a one-off story. I'm like, I think they just stuck a one-off story at the end. They didn't. That actually tied everything up really well. And that just getting that epilogue with people sniffing each other, and I'm in one of those positions where I can't be screaming it. I can't be screaming it because I don't think he knows. And I just want to scream and cry. Look of all the people we lost. Yeah, we lost him. We lost him. But whoa! Whoa! Oh my god, we really did get an after credits. I'm so grateful right now, guys. This is... Oh, and there's that's okay, this has got to be him as the boss, right? He's... Oh, it's his induction ceremony. Oh, that's where the hand and he's got Polnareff right there. Of course he does. Oh my god, that's like the Mista figure that I have. That's an alternate. Ooh, there comes that golden wind. And the lilies, and the wine, and those, oh my god, did they really just do that? Oh, is it Alvin? Oh, he's the boss now, baby. He is the boss now. He is the boss now. Say hello to the new boss. The winds of change, baby. Part 5. That was great. I love that. I don't know why like, even doubted for a second that that ending was not going to stick the landing. I want to see something one more time, because I'm pretty sure they had nods to all the people who died in there. And that's, by the way, that is the, that's the coloring on my figure that I got from my brother for Christmas. That, I just thought it was like an alternate, I didn't know that it was actually going to show up. So, and he didn't either, because he doesn't even watch JoJo's, so. Hang on, I want to see that scene one more time. Yeah. Did you see the, like, gold specks in with the wind? Oh, yeah, there we go. Oh, it's the zipper. I was going to say, I thought for sure I saw a zipper in there. Oh, my God, I want this to be my wallpaper. Look at it, guys. It's the two plants, the two flowers, the zipper, and the wine. And it's Polnareff, and Polnareff's, oh, my God, guys. I'm really happy right now. I'm happy with this ending. I'm happy with this. Oh, I'd say he looks like a boss, but that's too on the nose. I mean, he is. Heck yes. Heck yes. And the two of them, and probably Trish too, are gonna just run. Passione. Oh my God. Finn. I am so happy with that ending. I gotta be honest with you. I didn't know where we were going at the end of the last one. I'm like, I would like to submit this as evidence as to why I should have never ever doubted that this part was going to stick the landing. And I know that the fight was not what any of us were expecting. And even I am still kind of taken aback by like that being the final battle. However, in terms of the actual ending, because I'll be honest with you, I thought they were just gonna end it at that. They're gonna be like, okay, he's in like a death cycle thing now, and it's bye guys, enjoy the story about The Rock. And I'm like, that is a weird way to do it, but okay, like this, I love the show. It's never led me wrong. And I should just know to just let him cook by now. I should just know to let this man cook. Because boy, that was quite an ending right there. So the Rock story was really good. It turned out to be really good and a great way to, especially when you consider that all this happened like in a little over a week. It was such a great way to kind of turn it back and be like, look at this all now in the perspective of everything that you know that happened to these characters and the prediction about all three of them. So in other words, like, had he just accepted it there, they wouldn't, or were they trying to say that it would have been better, like they wouldn't have died? Because, like, we needed Bruno, though. Like, we for sure needed Bruno. And I gotta be honest with you. So that actually kind of makes his goodbye speech even a little bit more hard-hitting as well. Because he was like, wasn't Bruno saying, like, it was supposed to be this way? Like, this is how it's supposed to be? I wonder if maybe that was some kind of reference to him being aware of this now, the situation with The Rock, where, like, he could have accepted a less painful death there on the spot, or he could go through with this and change the lives of so many and see all of that through. And that's what he did instead, even though it meant a slower, more painful death for him. Which you could have given him the choice right there. There was no doubt in my mind he would have chosen to help everybody and to help Giorno with his dream and take down the boss and everything. Like, he would have chosen that any day of the week over himself. Like, that's just who he was. Oh man, getting to see them all together again and just getting to see like what an actual mission would have looked like and just their banter and even the guy being like, so, you know, they were like willing to do anything for each other. And Fugo saying I'd do anything for you, and I'm just like, bro. Oh man, that actually ended up coming way more full circle than I thought. And then him seeing, but it wasn't really The Rock, I don't think. But I was all ready for them to like bring The Rock back and have it be like I just can't thank this show enough for letting me have Polnareff. I really can't. And no, it's not how I pictured it. It's not at all how I pictured it. But you know what? I will flip and take it. I will flip and take it. His soul is in the turtle. The arrow is in the turtle. So let me get this straight then, though. Technically speaking, we could reach out to Jojo now. Like, we don't have to worry about Diavolo. Giorno is the new boss. Giorno controls, like, all Italy now. We could reach out to Jojo and be like, hey, I'm a turtle now. Don't freak out, but I'm a turtle now. And I got the arrow, and don't worry about it. If part 6 has Jojo in it, which I'm pretty sure it's going to, I want my gosh darn conversation. I want a mention. I want a mention of Polnareff. I want a mention of... If they talk about the arrows, though, then they probably would. I mean, I don't even know if we're doing anything with the arrow. I don't know anything about part 6. So, but it's... I'm... Really quickly, I will tell you, now that I'm so glad I waited. I'm so glad I waited to do this because that ending like reinvigorated me so much. Part 5, guys, it's right up there for me. I don't have an exact ranking for you yet, but I feel like although the final battle was definitely not what any of us were expecting, I will tell you that I think overall that ending was a very satisfying one. And I love this part. I love this part. Again, I will say, I think that there are so many things that this part did the best. It took elements from other parts and perfected them. And I think a lot of what you're seeing, the way that I've kind of chosen to look at a lot of the series is that, oh, look, there goes my eye makeup. The way I've chosen to look at it is what we're seeing is the journey of an artist, you know? Oh, like, yes, it's a story. Yes, we're looking at its continuity. We're looking at its message. But if you step back from that a little bit more, I love seeing this as Araki Sensei's journey and him figuring everything out along the way. Because if you go from like, even like part 3, which I love part 3. Part 3 is always going to be in my top. However, I think that part 5 perfected a lot of things that part 3 was doing. You know, I said it earlier with the character, to like the Joe Bros and the side characters, the development, the stands. It looks I love this art style so much. I am always going to love the beefy wall of beef, giant bulging muscle look. I'm never going to say no to it. However, I really love this look, you guys. It's just a very beautiful, and even just like the designs, like the fashion and it's just the buildings and just everything was just so pretty in this. It was just so pretty. I'll reiterate, this was a very, very psychological part. This one relied very heavily on symbolism, on kind of understanding the characters who are doing the fighting, not so much about like the actual fights. I mean, it was about the actual fights too. But like particularly with Diavolo, I mean, he was about as psychological as you get for like a villain. And even the way he went out was so like cerebral, as opposed to being like a something physical. But man, part 5's right up there, guys. I really freaking enjoyed this. If I could have changed anything, like, this is the closest I'm gonna get to critique, because you already know everything I love. By the way, I feel like it was a personal treat to me for them to give me a Mista episode. It's kind of like the last episode of the series, because like, he is so fun to watch. He's smart, but you could just see that his brain works so much different than like you know, that would be an opportunity for like Giorno or someone else to be in there, Bruno, being like, now wait a second, it's actually this, 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 and this, and like really getting it and explaining it, and then Mista gets it, and then they're all on the same page, and watching him just try to get it all on his own. And he did eventually. It just, you know what I mean? Like, he's just, I don't think he's like Okuyasu, and I don't think he's like, he's somewhere in between, you know what I mean? And he's just so much fun to watch. I flippin' love him. What was I saying before all this? What on earth was I saying? Oh, if I could have changed 3 things. I'm reaching here to give you like honest criticism of this part. 1, this is a silly one. It's just me. And I understand why we didn't do it. And in a way, I'm glad we didn't do it. You know, I would have loved more cameos. You know, I would have loved to have the crew up in here, to have Jojo and Josuke show up at some point, or even just kind of show them, like, chatting on the phone about, like, so, hey, so there's this guy Giorno in Italy. You know, we did get to see Jojo on the phone. It was Koichi, and, oh my god, the Polar episode, that just blew my freaking mind. So, like, call that a half criticism. 2, I just think it is such an incredibly novel idea that he is the son of Jonathan and Dio. And when I first came up with that in my shower last summer, which I don't know, that was my last brain cell doing its best work. Don't ask me how I managed to predict that. Literally thought I made it up. And that it's, yeah. Anyway, I would have loved to have seen there be more of a focus on that. I don't think that would have fit in this part, though. Clearly, there was a story here that he wanted to tell. And it didn't really involve that. And I get that. And I love the story that he did tell. It would be really cool to see Giorno, like, just to even, like, have more mention of it. Like, even in relation to, like, him finding out his father was Dio. And Trish dealing with Diavolo as her father. You know, like, even just, like, things along the way. I would have loved to have seen more emphasis on that. But again, I kind of understand why we didn't get that. What was the 3rd criticism? I don't even remember. Oh, probably just that I maybe would have had a bigger build-up to the whole Diavolo death thing. But honestly, I can live with that. I can live with it. That, like, quite honestly, I feel like a lot of the irony of his death is that he was just so, it was quick. It was almost kind of like, the only thing I can think of is like, he just went out with so little fanfare, you know, as opposed to like a big epic destruction. But maybe that kind of fits for him because he was someone who thought he was above everybody and he thought he controlled everything and that he was pretty much like omnipotent. And so maybe it fits to have him go out in a few minutes with very little fanfare. Maybe that's the point. All right, guys, that was part 5, Golden Wind. I flippin' loved it. Every part I'm like, I don't know how I'm so attached to this one part. I don't know, or these other parts, like, I don't know. And every freaking time my mind is blown. I love this show. I think that's evident from the amount of merchandise and just constant nonstop fixation that I provide onto this show. I'll probably have even more to say next time. Oh, I did want to leave you with this. I'm going to be reading a light novel called Purple Haze Feedback. I don't think I've talked about it in the videos before. I can't remember. Somebody tell me. Did I do that? But I talked about it in the comments before. I got the link for the light novel. Thank you, Leonie. Leonie gave me the link. And I'm going to be reading it. It's not a very long light novel. I'm not going to read it on camera because I want to do that with manga, but I don't know how that will go with a book. So I'm just going to read it. And I'm going to give you guys a little book report. And I'm going to try to get that out to you before I start part 6. Because that is also, I'm told, kind of a nice wrap up. It's not canon, but it's not canon from what I understand. Like, it's not by Araki, but he's kind of aware of it. And I don't think it really disproves anything that or maybe like it changes a little bit. I don't know, because Fugo didn't have it's about Fugo. And Fugo didn't have a backstory before the anime. So if this gives a backstory and this came out before the anime, then that will kind of go against what you saw in the anime. Anyway, I'm told it's a very nice wrap up to the series. So look for that. I will come and give you a book report, and we will move on to part 6, Stone Ocean. I know the name of it. That's all I know, basically. Oh yeah. In my next reaction, once I've seen the first episode of Stone Ocean, I am going to do an unboxing of my part 6 Jojo figure that is currently wrapped in wrapping paper because I never opened it because I was waiting for part 6. Oh my god. I finally get to do that. That was like 2 months ago that I got that. Alright guys, I'm gonna wrap it up. What a journey, what an experience. It was a golden experience, if you will. Thank you so much for joining me today and for this whole part, and I really hope you enjoyed watching along with me. I cannot wait to get to part 6, so please be sure to join me next time, and we will watch it together. Bye for now, guys.